today 오늘 그러니까 제가 지난번에 영어로만 막 했더니 좀 스토리를 좀 알고서 그걸 들어야 이해가 더 빠를 것 같아요. 그 스토리를 조금 서두에서 우리말로 해주고 그거를 해야 좀 낫지 않을까. 잘 알아듣는 사람은 잘 알아듣겠지만 그래서 이해가 좀 덜 되는 경우가 있어요. 그래서 저는 이웃 사촌에 대한 이웃 사촌에 대한 오늘 그 얘기를 하겠습니다.
네.
우리 이웃 사촌이 윗집에요. 바로 내가 8층 살고 9층 사는 분이 늘 농산물을 자주 갖다 줘요. 우리 집에. 그래서 내가 늘 미안하고 고맙고 그런 마음이었고 그 아저씨가 대덕구청에 과장으로 계셨다가 이제 퇴직을 하셔갖고 당진 가갖고 농사를 지신 거예요. 그래서 이제 그 얘기를 제가 오늘 하겠습니다. 대충 줄거리는 그래요. good neighbor, I called her 형님. 내가 형님이라고 불러요. 그 형님은 2살 더 먹었어요. older than me, 2 years older than me. A person who lives on the 9th floor of my house often give out agricultural product. 농산물을 늘 그렇게 주세요. Last Friday, she brought pumpkin porridge, 호박죽, pumpkin porridge. I ate different food with my husband. She husband retired as a civil servant. He went to his hometown. She는 husband고 he went to his hometown of 당진 to farm. 당진에서 농사를 쳐요. 그러니까 so they always give out vegetables and ingredients. 늘 자꾸 나눠줘요. 늘 그렇게 나눠줘서 나눠주고 I'm always thanks and grateful. I don't think I can repay you as much as I receive. 내가 받은 게 더 많다. 준 것보다. They are self-sufficient in everything. 작업자도구네. 그게 뭐든지. Everything. Maybe they buy only meat or fruit. 내가 생각하기에는 전부 작업자족하고 고기나 과일 정도를 사 먹는 그런 수준이고 거의 다 농사져서 다 갖고 오고 그래요. 그래서 늘 thank you and grateful 감사하고 미안한 마음이 듭니다. 그래서 여기까지 오늘은 내가 여기까지 하겠습니다.
She has always good neighbor.
Good neighbor. My good neighbor. She is 2 years older than me. I called her 형님. 내 형님이라고 불러. 근데 뭐가 맨날 띵똥하고만 그 요면 형님이요. 내가 여기 없잖아. 현관에다 걸어놓고 가고. 너무 받기만 하는 것 같았어. 그 형님이 generous.
She's quite
generous.
She has been talking about this
베푸는
matter
마음이
quite a long
큰 사람.
time.
그건 아니야. 곤사요? 교회.
권사.
곤사인가?
Oh, that's why.
곤사하고 아저씨는 장로라든.
I see. 권사
초녀 총각 때부터 교회를 다녔던 사람이 만났대는데 주말만 와. 토요일만 아저씨가 오셔서 같이 교회 가. 그러니까 내내 떨어져 있어. 14년째. 그런데 거기서 이제 할머니가 계셨는데 할머니 이제 양농 가셨다는데 어쨌든 농산물을 그렇게 쳐가지고 이 아저씨가 또 공무원 하셨기를 잘 알더만 이 지원금 같은 거 그래서 그런 걸로
evangelize her. Give good news. 복음 전화.
그래서 너무
I see.
좋은 이웃이고 나하고는 친하지.
My turn.
응.
Today I'd like to talk about two things. One is about movie, the other is about book. 두 가지 오늘 말씀드릴게요. 하나는 영화 본 거, 하나는 책 읽은 거. Last Wednesday, I went to see a movie at Gao CGV with my daughter and my sister.
가오도?
Yes. The movie was recommended by one of my church members. The title of the movie was 신의 악단.
지혜 악단?
신의 악단.
신의
God's Band. God's Band. It was based on the real story in North Korea. In the movie, there was more like political propaganda to show that North Korea has church and they have more like religious freedom. But in the movie, there was international NGO, non-profitable organization, saying if they can see some church and people who believe in God in North Korea, they are going to support financial support, like $200 million. 한 3천억 되나요? 한 3천억? 200 million dollars. 200만 달러니까 한 3천억 되나요? 그래서 the North Korea 정부가 government they make order to make a praise team 찬양팀을 만들라고 they order를 내려요. 그래서 they try to show that to foreign country and who visit North Korea, but then at the beginning they showed quite like it's artificial. I mean not real praise team. It's more like a fake religious praise team. But in the movie later they show that quite really they believe in. Some of them they believe in among the team members. And even the main actor, he became a believer who used to persecute other people who believe, who has Christianity belief. And even he killed his relative actually, knowing that he believed in Jesus. So, but originally he recalled that, slowly he recalled that when he was a child, his mother was reading the Bible secretly, and as a boy, he read that together, and he wrote in a diary. And when he read that diary at school, the school teacher knew that his mother is a Christian. So the mother was killed actually, and he saw that. So, but he didn't change himself. He was not changed himself, but later when he became a leader of the praise team as a official, I mean North Korean official, 공안 당국 간부인데 he was the leader of the praise team who make them praise and sing some songs. But then later the North Korea regime, they knew that some of them already Christians, so secretly. So after they showed that on stage, the praise team, the leader got ordered to kill all of them after the praise team show. But he changed his mind. He let them go down to South Korea, and he himself killed. They said, I checked some story about that because I got some idea from BBC broadcasting last time. There is some church on North Korea, but it's two churches, but one is more like for political propaganda, and the other is cherishing Kim Il Sung's mother used to be a Christian, so they keep one church. So that was I was told anyway. So this movie was very kind of really touching actually. I would like to. It's not popular among non-Christians, but some Christians went to see the movie. But after I saw the movie, I thought, no matter you are Christian or not, it's very good to know that we are living in a really free country. That also going to a church or praise songs or choosing different religions are all allowed in Korea, which is quite different from that of North Korea. That's what I found. There are very wonderful scenes. I cannot really describe that, but at some point I really cried a lot actually. They took that movie in Mongolia, because Mongolia has quite cold, snowy climate there, and really plain, snowy plain there. So 북한에서 못 촬영하니까 몽골 가가지고 촬영을 했다고 하는데 그 광경이나 장면 같은 게 되게 인상적이더라고요.
And Pyongyang used to have one of the largest Presbyterian churches in the world. It was the center. It was the center of Christianity in Korea. It was Pyongyang, not Seoul.
Before the Korean War? Maybe. Because I was told that Kim Il-sung's mother used to be
not before the Korean War. I'm talking 1930s, 1920s.
So our Korean War happened in 1950. So
during the colonial period, it was started around 1898 by a minister who was in my grandfather's class at Princeton, who settled in Pyongyang and set up the Presbyterian Church. And it was very, very large.
So it was when?
1900 to about 1955, when the North Koreans took over and they destroyed the church.
I see.
Yeah.
I give you extra 2 minutes already, so I give you.
Yeah, I'll just stop here. About the book, I can talk next time maybe. Yeah, he said there was 평양에도 엄청 큰 교회가 있었다고 하네요. 1900. 저도 이번 영화를 보고 좀 이렇게 설치를 좀 해보니까 예전에 김일성 엄마가 교회를 다녔대요. 그래서 그 다니던 교회를 하나 그대로 보존하고 있는 게 있고 무슨 또 칠곡교회인가 뭐라고 또 하나 있는데 그 교회는 거의 선전용으로 지금 그러니까 대외적으로
종교가 없다 오잖아.
예. 근데 지금 지하에 들어가서 선교하는 분들이 꽤 있거든요. 그래서 그러니까 비밀리에 믿고 있는 분들은 있을 거라는 거죠. 그러니까 선교사로 북한에 들어가서 활동하시는 분들이 꽤 있거든요, 지금도.
김일성 엄마가 간 반석구나.
그러니까 맞아. 그래서 그분을 뭐 기리기 위해서 그 교회를 하나 놔두는 게 있대요. 그리고 그러니까 약간 그냥 보여주기식인 것 같다는 생각이 들더라고요. 저도 옛날에 BBC 방송 좀 봤거든요. 그래서 사실 BBC 방송국 기자들이 들어가지고 교회 다 찍고 해가지고 막 방송되고 했었어요. 근데 이 얘기도 실화를 바탕으로 했다고 하더라고요. Anyway, if I have chance, we can talk later more. Yes,
뭐 조금만 보면
I'll show you a picture, 사진. Okay. This picture taken the end of January. The end of January, 2025.
작년 1월.
About a year ago.
1월 말. 작년.
Okay. Since that date, this was my brother's, my Hyungnim, his 85th birthday.
Who is your brother? This one?
Yeah.
친형님?
Hyungnim.
Real brother.
Yeah, my real brother.
real brother.
I found out on yesterday afternoon that my brother had died.
Died?
Yeah, he lived in Germany, southern Germany. He lived in Bavaria, southern Germany. So my sister, my Kun Nuna, she died this summer.
Last summer.
In Scandinavia, in Bergen. So in 6 months, I lost half my siblings, half my family.
6 months
Yeah.
더 일찍 6개월 만에 두 분의 형제 자매들.
My brother's death, not a surprise. He's been very sick for many years. So that's not a surprise. But my sister, my Kun Nuna, her death, big surprise. She was very active, played tennis all the time. Very active.
Like you.
So
Passed away last summer.
passed away last summer, yeah.
And your brother?
And my brother and
Yesterday?
sister, yeah.
older brother.
In Germany?
Germany?
So if you look at this picture, this is an old picture of my family.
family.
Who are they?
family 이쪽에
Tell me,
시커먼
this is
이건
you?
누구요?
That's me.
You and your
My brother,
brother?
my young
Big
Nim,
brother?
my Chagan Nuna, my Kun Nuna.
그럼 사남매요?
In my family, I'm the Agi.
Show me.
I'm the youngest.
Show me.
You say, not 아기, you have to say,
수염이
I'm 막내.
Mama.
막내.
막내.
아기 means baby.
Yeah,
막내 is youngest.
my mother always referred to me as
I
her
know.
baby.
I know your mom can say baby, but others don't say baby to you.
So of these 4 people, only my Chagan Nuna, which is Yogi,
작은 누나?
and me are left. So that was the news. And yesterday I hiked. Yesterday, I lead a hiking club.
아이고, yes. 거기까지.
Dodokbong
도덕봉.
수동골?
거기가
at
힘들어.
Keryongsan and Suktangul.
Yeah.
수동거리 힘들어.
So,
거기까지 가셨어?
so I led a hike up this mountain on Saturday.
great.
So yesterday I was kind of picking-hata, but
피곤하지. 젊을 때 그때
But still, you could come to
요새는
this
거기 안
class.
올라가.
So you're amazing. But still, you can come to this class. You're amazing.
thank you.
Thank you. Today, I have to announce very sad news.